In this episode of Will It Far, I'm going to be trying rhubarb. Hi everyone, Sue here, welcome to my channel. I haven't tried rhubarb far before. If you haven't seen my original Breton Far recipe, please take a look at that first and then come back to this new flavour. It's not dried fruit, I'm going to be using some tinned rhubarb. I felt it's quite a nice sort of summery flavour and will go nicely with vanilla as well. So I've got my 100 grams of plain flour, 100 grams of granulated white sugar, 3 eggs. I'm going to use a pinch of salt, 500 ml of whole milk, and then I'm going to drain down a tin of rhubarb and add some rhubarb flavoured yoghurt to it and also some vanilla, and hopefully that'll taste a bit like rhubarb and custard. So the first thing to do is to drain this down just to make sure I've got rid of most of the syrup, because I've already got quite a lot of sugar in there. So I'll do that first. Now this rhubarb is already cooked and it's in syrup, so it's going to be quite sweet. I didn't want to use fresh rhubarb because sometimes it can be quite tart. I'll just give that a press down and make sure that I can get as much liquid off it as possible. I don't want to really turn it into a mush. I'll leave that to drain while I'm making my batter. So I'll just whisk my 3 eggs. Then I'll add in the sugar. And then the flour. I'll just put a little bit of milk in. I'll just put a bit in to start with, just to start softening it up. Just stick my salt in and a few drops of vanilla. I suppose it's a bit like an egg custard anyway, really, so rhubarb and custard is probably going to go quite nicely. So instead of some of the milk, I'm going to just add a little bit of rhubarb yoghurt to try and add a little extra rhubarby flavour in the batter. Now for my rhubarb, just pop that in. It's drained off quite well, and I'll just spread it over the bottom. Now I'm hoping this is going to be heavy enough because it's very wet, not to float. And that's just the perfect amount for the bottom of this dish. That was a drained weight of 245 grams. So I'm just going to put my batter on top now, and then it'll go in the oven and slowly cook. Uh-oh. Really? Come on, rhubarb, sink. What is it about fresh fruit that makes it float? Well, you never know on Planet Juju what's going to happen, because I'm experimenting as I'm going along. I'll stick that in the oven and let's see how it comes out. Wow, won't you look at that? It's just come out of the oven and it's been 50 minutes and it's just got that nice bounce on top. It's risen beautifully. I'm going to let that cool, and once it's cooled right down, I'm going to give it a taste. I'm just going to cut myself a little square from the corner. That one broke up a bit, so I'm going to try something a little wider so that my fish slice can properly get under it. That's better, that's got that lovely layer, and you can see that not all of the rhubarb has floated to the top. So let's have a taste. That's a lovely egg custard flavour with a slight tang of the rhubarb, but because of all of the sugar, it's not tart, and that's really flavoursome. I'm really enjoying this one, and that's certainly one that I would make again. Will it far? Yes, rhubarb fars. Well done, rhubarb. Hope you enjoyed another Will It Far episode. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.